Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. You know what time of the month it is. It is time for the new bullet journal spreads. So this week we're doing the new spreads for December, and the theme for this month is penguins. I always try and do a December theme that's not solely focused around Christmas because I know not everybody celebrates Christmas and I want it to be more inclusive. Not that I really think anybody's going to recreate these spreads for themselves, but just in case. There are some elements of Christmas in here, of course. I do celebrate Christmas myself, so the week of Christmas, I do have a Christmas tree in there, but you will see that in just a bit. So starting off, the quote on the left side says, "For it is in giving that we receive." I thought that was really nice because, you do generally feel better when you give to other people. And then for the title page, just did it super simple. Kind of reminds me of what I did for January. I just have two penguins threading like garland with lights in it around the letters of December. Now the calendar page is pretty straightforward. It's the same kind of layout that I do every single month, only up the side I have a bunch of penguins working on making a gigantic snowman, and then in the bottom corner I have some holly there. And of course, I'm adding little snowflakes to just about every single spread this month, I think. Now, expense and habit tracker, again, exact same as in past months, only in the center I have a little penguin standing inside of a wreath because I thought that would be super cute. And for the mood tracker, I have two penguins holding a big long string of lights, and it's all tangled and whatnot. And then there's a pile of presents in the bottom right corner. Now for week 1, I still do have classes in this week, so I wanted to make sure I gave myself enough room just in case I had like assignments and whatnot that I needed to get done, which I do. And you'll see in the final flip through when I add in all of my dates and whatnot for things that are due. And I decided to draw little penguins ice skating. There's one that's ice fishing, and at the top of each of these boxes, all of the dates are surrounded in that same kind of like garland with like lights in it. It was painstakingly long to draw all of those little leaves, but I think it makes it just adds a little bit of spice, I guess. So for week 2, again, December 7th falls in here, which is the last day of classes for me. So I wanted to make the boxes, big enough that I could actually write stuff in them as well. So I decided to draw penguins coming out of an igloo. I don't think penguins actually live in igloos, maybe unless they were like Canadian penguins, haha. But anyways, I thought it'd be really cute and it'd be a really good way to fill up the bottom part of the page there where the space is. And I also decided to add some icicles hanging off of the bottom of those 3 boxes just because I had the room, and why not dress them up a little bit. So week 3, I decided to draw penguins having a snowball fight because I thought that would be absolutely adorable. So I have the floating boxes and the numbers are surrounded by, or I guess the numbers are inside of snowballs. And then I have penguins in 2 different forts. The ones on the left side are like getting ready to throw, or they have thrown. And then the ones on the right side, I think I said left first, and then right, they're making some snowballs, and they're also gearing up to throw. And I added some little toques and scarves on some of them because I thought that would be really cute. So here is the genuine Christmas themed spread because Christmas falls during this week. So I thought it was only fitting, because I celebrate Christmas, to have a Christmas tree right in the middle. So I have this gigantic Christmas tree and 5 different penguins working towards decorating it. I do make a little mistake here with the Christmas lights at the bottom, but it's really small and the tree's pretty busy, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. And then for the final week of December, New Year's falls in this week, so I decided to draw a bunch of penguins watching the fireworks. I'm not really sure why I gave myself so much space here. It's Christmas break, I probably won't have anything to do, so they'll probably remain relatively blank, but that's okay. And then as a little bonus a bonus spread, I decided to do a year of themes page where I do a little recap of all the different themes that I did for this year. So I have these incredibly wonky looking Polaroid photos, I guess is what I'm gonna say, and they're like attached to a string. I really like the way that like the strings look. I just wish that I was able to draw them a little bit more square. I don't know. Anyways, I thought it was a really cute idea. I think I saw it on Pinterest or maybe on Instagram, but anyways, now we're moving into the coloring. The overarching color for this month is dark green. It's showing up very, very blue on camera, but I do promise that it is a bluish green, but it's dark green, and I wanted to do dark green because that's the color of like garland and wreaths, and that was like half of the theme for this month. Just like I filled in the other half of the calendar numbers with red, it kind of looks orange on camera, but it is a really pale red. Anyways, I went and did all of the snow the same way that I did last year in December, with a really pale blue, and I just obviously didn't color it in all the way. I just kind of did like the shadows, I guess. So now I'm not sure why this clip is incredibly fast. Maybe because it was really long, so the time-lapse function on my phone just like super sped it up. I don't know. Anyways, it's me going ahead and adding all of the little lights and coloring in the garland and then coloring in the Christmas tree, which took a really long time to color around all of the little things that I had colored in. I don't know if there was really any better way to do it though, because if I'd colored the tree in first, I probably would have ended up coloring in the lines, which would have made the other colors wonky anyways. So here you can see that it's actually dark green because I'm adding it into the tree. And now we're moving on to coloring the penguins. So I could have done like a club penguin type thing and did them all different colors, but I wanted to keep it semi-realistic, so I colored them gray, because if I colored them in black, then you wouldn't have been able to see their little eyes. So gray was the best option for this. And then I guess they kind of stood out a little bit just because everything else is colored. But anyways, I now am going in and just coloring all their little beaks and feet orange, because I didn't really know what other color to do. And now we'll just finish up coloring the rest of the details. So you might be wondering why some of the Christmas lights are already colored in on the mood tracker page if it's my mood tracker. And the reason is because to only put 31 lights on the string of lights that I drew would have made it look really sparse because I made the string really long. So I added in a couple extra ones just to fill in the gaps, and I chose two colors that weren't in the mood tracker colors. So it was like a darkish pink and then green, and I made those just like the additional lights. And here I am just going ahead and coloring in all of those different theme snapshots, I guess. I didn't film me drawing them, but I guess I filmed them being colored in. So I like that it just gives a little bit of a peek inside of what the month was without saying it. Anyways, here's my final flip through. I think it's really cute and I'm happy with the way that it turned out. Again, I wish some things were a little bit more square, but that's my own fault for not using a ruler. If you have any ideas for what I should be including or changing for my bullet journal next year, I love to hear any suggestions, constructive criticism, any feedback, or what kind of themes you'd like to see in the new year. I have January figured out, but beyond that, I would like to know what you guys think. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, comment down below, subscribe to my channel. I post new videos every Monday afternoon, 3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and I will see you all next week.